fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing!
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Hello and welcome, Rocket League fans. We got little Rocket League action coming at you, ECAC-wise. That's the Eastern Collegiate Athletic Conference, some FBI tugboat. I'm here with my man Mustache over there. Oh, that way. My man Mustache over here. And we're going to be bringing you some Louisiana Tech and Wayne State action here in just a minute. Of course, first and foremost, got to thank the people in the organizations that do make this possible, of course. And one of those is Lenovo Legion. Lenovo Legion knows you play to win. To stand out from the competition, you need equipment that matches the speed of your thoughts and your actions. The Legion Y25 Monitor delivers those wins in the toughest and most critical of situations. It's got that extreme 1 millisecond response time. It's got the 240 hertz refresh rates, and the Legion Y25 doesn't just keep up, but it does a lot more as well. It is built for those engaged in the vast multiplayer battles at tournament level. The Legion Y25 offers a 25.5-inch Full HD IPS panel with a built-in NVIDIA G-Sync, of course. You can find that Y25 monitor at Lenovo.com and other fine local retailers. I'm sure you guys can figure out your local retailers there, right? You gotta leave something to the people here, Mustache.
They got to leave their homes, their dorm rooms. They've got to go out into the world and actually buy it, or you might be able to buy it online. Yeah, right.
That's the Lenovo Legion right there. Fantastic hardware, and not actually part of the read, but again, my favorite part, it's got that microphone arm on the side. Me personally, I'm really bad about slamming the old mic down, especially when I got the headset on, and my teammates don't like that frequently. You got the mic arm, or the headset arm, on the side of the monitor, not so much of an issue.
Oh yeah, it definitely is nice to have those accessories, and it clears your desk or clears your workspace, your playing area, so that way you can really hunker down, get down on your elbows, on your knees, and really get into this game.
However you game. Some people elbows, knees, crisscross applesauce, the lean forward, right? I've heard that the lean forward actually adds like 15% to your accuracy when you're playing Rocket League. No science to back that one up. But hey, that's the case for the vast majority of things that I say, Mustache. So,
oh yeah, you can say that there's science behind. I mean, who would argue with you the fact that you just focus in when you kind of lean over, and you mean business when you get into that position.
Exactly. So it's a full stance, right? There's not really another time in life that you really get that, elbows right around the inside of your thighs, lean forward, controller in hand, just absolute focus, both feet planted. I'm about it. Been there before myself, Mustache, if you can believe it. But we got Louisiana Tech, Wayne State. Now, hit me a little past action. How are these teams coming into this matchup here, Mustache?
These teams, both teams, both squads, they all must focus in on their games. They're both coming in at 3-0. Wayne State actually taking down one of the other Louisiana Tech teams. I believe it might have been a forfeit situation or something, because I didn't see a series score behind it. It was just a win for Wayne State. But hey, they've already taken down one Louisiana team. Can they do it again? Big question here. This is Louisiana Tech Blue representing this college, and Wayne State, like I said, both teams coming in with the 3-0. Louisiana Tech, though, this squad coming in with 2 sweeps under their belt. So, big question. Obviously, we've got 2 juggernauts throughout this ECAC series. I'm curious to see how they're going to come out.
Absolutely. Wayne State out of Detroit, Michigan, taking on Louisiana Tech, that I do believe resides in the state capital. Not 100% sure. Getting on into this one in just a second. This is Louisiana Blue. That is Cup. That is Vihaz, and that's Peter.
Oh, and I thought we were going to have a goal. We are actually going to do so. You were talking about Vihaz as you were kind of giving off the player introductions, and just like that, Swack's not able to get that hit, and Vihaz just able to throw it in the back of the net.
Fantastic stuff. And early as well, 7 seconds into this one, in Louisiana Tech going to be striking first. The squad out of Detroit, Michigan, that's Wayne State College, that's Swax, that's Pisley, and that's Friend Brady. And that's Vihaz, the second in 15 seconds. Do mine eyes deceive me, Mustache?
They do not. And Vihaz, after you give away your player introductions, he seems to be able to score. So I don't know if we need to talk about these players anymore. Otherwise, Vihaz will just continue to run the pitch. Great offensive look from Louisiana Tech as Pisley is going to set up a great pass off the backboard. And now we see Wayne State on the board.
1 goal per 7 seconds, people. That's how fast this game has started so far. 21 seconds in, a total of 3 scorers on the boards between these two teams. Hey, at least it's not a 3-0 one side, right?
Oh, exactly. And maybe it's just all offense. These teams not really coming out with the greatest defense. We're very early into this game 1 of this series, so plenty of Rocket League to kind of be put in front of us as Pisley had to get that one away from himself. And P-Cup is just going to put that on the other side.
Back to the middle here. Get on the right side. And that's it. That's official, people. I'm not the first one who said P-Cup. Mustache said it first, so now I'll say it. 52 seconds into this one. And even then, though these players might not be going any slower, I do feel the overall look and gameplay of this game has slowed down a lot, Mustache.
You're right. I think they're finally both starting to feel their groove. You can kind of see that defense is starting to pick up, and there's actually been a few mistouches on both sides as well. So the offense coming out strong to kind of start us out. There was a good little fake, but Vihaz having to slow it down. Otherwise, he almost put that in on his own net. Friend Brady trying to control it down, but Swack's trying to put that one around Peter. He did, but it did bounce off the post. And the defense really having to step up here for Louisiana Tech.
Nicely done. Vihaz back up to this one. Seen them on offense, seen them on defense. Looks like we'll get it back on offense. Both scorers on boards right now, of course, for the side of LA Tech because of this Vihaz player. No assists or saves quite yet. That's his teammate's job thus far. 2 minutes into this game or so. As Vihaz now getting a wide open pitch area to go past. Gets past one, kind of gets past the second. Then sort of loses possession there towards the middle. Speaking of losing possession, that's Peter, unfortunately, losing that one towards the middle.
And is stuck here in the middle. Swax was just trying to get it around. Some good midfield control, or I guess midfield volleying happening between these two teams. Pisley able to take this one away. Gets a second touch, puts it right in front of the net, but Vihaz is going to be there. And that's a wide open net, no defender. Peter had the control off of the great clear from his teammate. And I believe the third man, Swax, cheated up a little bit too soon. Nobody else behind him. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, the classic last player back situation. They want to bite up a little bit here, Mustache. They want to make clips. They want to get on offense. They want to put up points. They want to put up some kind of performances on these boards. That one, like you said, just cheated up a little bit too early, a little bit too much. And nobody back. Not going to matter when Swax is swatting at this one like that, though.
See, he wanted to be up there on the last play to try to make something like this happen, and he's good. He's in the right place at the right time, reads that backboard off of the defender not being able to clear it away and gets them back within one. Wayne State still having to claw their way back, but they're just past the halfway point here in game 1, so again, plenty of time. They just got to kind of slow their roll, kind of make sure the communication is there. That's going to be key for these both squads, to be honest with you, as Peter was trying to get that out of harm's reach. He did get the touch needed to help them, and Peter puts one more in front, but a good touch from Pisley to clear it out.
Peter definitely a leader. What, I guess Jesus was onto something? We're having fun here. Oh, what a shot. I'm out here memeing a little bit, right? Swax, a fantastic job. P-Cup doesn't really get a good clear on this one, Mustache. The last defender is demoed. That's a tying factor.
Pisley, that is a perfect play to clear that defender out and get you all tied up. Wayne State, great set of offensive prowess, and Pisley was going to try and do something yet again. Another demo to his name. But P-Cup is going to take this one over to the Wayne State corner. He's just trying to hold on to the control. He does lose the possession. Swax and Pisley are going to use their team connections to try to get this one over. And now we've got friend Brady with control. Has nice backboard clear. I'm liking the defense to come out from Louisiana Tech as they are getting those great reads off that backboard to make sure they're able to get the clears.
I can definitely agree with that one. About 70 seconds left right here. Back to the middle once again. Who else but P. Cups? Fantastic defensive performances. Dear viewer, we are guaranteed at least one more goal. Now, will that happen in overtime? Will that happen in regular time? Will it be more than one goal? Will this game go on forever? Will this be my permanent residence for the rest of my days? Who knows? There's literally all of these things and more completely up in the air right now. P-Cup doubled up down bottom. Vi-Has there, but it's not going to bite them. They were able to maintain distance well. Peter back down the outside, and this is Louisiana Tech on offense.
The demo coming out. It's Wayne State on the transition to start their offensive push. That one taken away. Pisley is still there, but that pushed up everyone from Wayne State. Vi-Has putting it a little high. Is anybody going to get the read? He does, and Pisley elects not to go, thinking Swax has it, and it is going to be Louisiana Tech to take game one.
I got to ask, Mustache, what's the only thing worse than not covering on the ball initially is actually being in goal and then not being able to back at this one to hit an angle. It has just been Vi-Has in the offensive third and doing everything so far for this Louisiana Tech. 4 difference of ones, we hit 10 seconds.
Go ahead goal might be enough. We've seen some crazy 0 seconds in all kinds of Rocket League. We all know it is still possible. This one's going to drop, though, as... No, I'm sorry. One more for good measure, and P-Cup is going to throw that in the back. It didn't matter because they did have the win regardless, but hey, what a way to end it.
Absolutely. 101 kilometers per hour. For other unwashed Americans, it's about 60 miles an hour. We're looking at a 5-3 victory for Louisiana Tech, and I'll admit here, I kind of got my colors mixed up a little bit here for a second. I thought that was like a buzzer beater, goal tying situation there for a second, but really all this does, LA Tech already had an advantage. All this really does is, allow for people looking back at the stat books, the record books later, to be like, okay, well, this wasn't that close of a game, when really this could have been anybody's game down to the last, 22 seconds, I think.
Yeah, it was, just a little high of 20 seconds, and you're right. This was neck and neck all the way down to those final 20 seconds, and then they just are able to get that one, and then finally we see this one from P-Cup right there at the end. But still, Wayne State looking good. They had some connections. They've definitely got the shots to their name and able to put it back. I feel like both defenses were a little shaky to begin with. I'm hoping game 2 kind of evens out the playing field, and we may not necessarily see as high of a game as we did last.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with this one. 6 goals, that's about, I think, as high as you get. While still being like, okay, yeah, that's a middling game. 7 and definitely 8 going to be a more high-scoring affair here, and that was our total, of course, 5-3 victory for Louisiana Tech in game number 1. This is, of course, a best of 5, though, in this regular season. Both of these teams coming in at 3-0 record right now. Win-loss ratio right there, Mustache, which means that one's guaranteed to leave here today with their first loss.
And, if you would have asked me at the beginning, maybe I would have been able to make a prediction, but now seeing how game 1 played out, it is actually harder for me to kind of predict who would win this one. And obviously I don't want to say just because Louisiana Tech took game 1 that they will be the series winner, as wow, Swax put that one on target, but Vi-Has with the great defensive prowess able to get that one out of harm's reach. Peter with the light touch to kind of keep it in P-Cup's possession. He's got control, comes off the ceiling, does get the touch, drops it down, but Peter actually rotating away. Maybe got bumped from Pisley, and that kept the offensive push away as Wayne State are trying to recover themselves.
Yeah, Pisley, not a player we have talked about as much over here for the Detroit-based Wayne State College. It really does seem like Fred Brady and Swax have been able to get a lot more done offensively and defensively simply because of the presence of Pisley. The Priz presence, if you will, here, Mustache. He's been doing a whole lot support-wise either way, even if that's not necessarily the Prisley player that needs to be in that spotlight.
I'm so glad you attempted it because I'm terrible with tongue twisters. So I love the attempt, but you're right. Pisley coming out. He's trying to clear the way of defenders. He did it twice in the last game, and he's still trying to do it. He's actually on his rotation out now, and that gave time for Vi-Has to get it cleared at least to midfield. P-Cup trying to hold the possession out for Louisiana Tech. They do get it out over to the Wayne State College half, but just like that, Pisley turns it right back around. He goes for the demo. He leaps it open for Friend Brady, and he can't connect. Swax is going to make one more attempt, but Peter's in the air, and the defense holds strong yet again for Louisiana Tech. Peacup, though, getting an awkward touch. That could have been a close call. Peter's going to have to get this one out, and they're still in harm's reach as Friend Brady's going to put it up, but Vihaz finally gets it out to center.
Yeah, this is so the next to last word in your sentence there, that was Friend Brady with a total of 6 score. That's 3 touches in the entirety of this first 2 minutes or so. Friend Brady simply has to get a lot more involved. Yes, this Wayne State College squad has spent a lot less time on defense, and that has been mostly their role for Friend Brady, of course. Got to show up on both sides. Got to take an advantage here at some point. That's a solid little shot down bottom. Going to racket one against the back of Vihaz right there. Kind of send one across the bow. Let him know that you're there. Friend Brady, once again, solid opportunity. Almost gets there. Not quite, though. We would stay at 0-0.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Friend Brady because he's had so many opportunities. He needs to be able to connect on those. You cannot allow these scoring opportunities to kind of elude yourself, as Peter's going to put that one on target. We finally see the first one on the board.
There you go, Louisiana Tech. I believe that's the Bulldogs here. Striking first here in game number 2 at an even Stevens 100 kilometers per hour. What are they feeding them down there in Louisiana?
101. Louisiana, what are they feeding them out there? It's the Gulf. It's got to be the Gulf. That's what it is. But off the backboard
it's
is
the gator tail and whatnot, right?
yeah, there you go. I couldn't think of a good Louisiana. I've never been to Louisiana.
Shrimp and grits,
I'd
brother.
love to.
Well, catfish action.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, Mississippi crawfish. I've also not been to. I've not been to New Orleans, but been through the state of Louisiana before, I suppose. Got some family back east. 95
I believe it's Mardi Gras going on right now. They got to be partying after
you're
this
right,
series.
You're right. Well, it will be soon. I think it's
yes.
I think it's in March, right? Right. I'm sorry, dear chat. Mustache, take this one away for a second. I got a brain worm here that's not going to go away until I look this up.
Please do, because I'm actually curious myself. But as we are going to try to find out that little nugget of information, Swax is going to drop this one down and give us a tie game here in game number 2. Gets that nice little touch over the defender. Peter not able to point his nose up. Maybe he would have been able to get the touch had he been able to, but doesn't matter. We're all tied up. 1:14 left to go. And Pisley, no boost, but he was going to try and at least go for the bump. He is definitely the most aggressive player I've seen out on this pitch so far tonight. And Swax is going to be able to get a touch, and the little ghost effect from the server almost aided in Wayne State College's potential another goal. This one popped up. Vihaz has control. He's going to drop it down center. He still has control, though. Swax going for the challenge to make sure it at least doesn't have any scoring opportunity, though. Pisley out to the midfield. Peter with a little bit of a touch. Not sure if he wanted to go for it, but hey, it'll work out. And the rotation's working all around as Wayne State College is trying to keep their pressure going.
Yes, they are. Nice defensive block here. Answer very quickly. Fat Tuesday, which is March 1st this year. I'll talk a little bit more about Mardi Gras and more after the game 2. Shot in the middle. Vihaz again. Once again, Mustache. Who else but Vihaz?
He has been
as well. That's gonna be the fastest on broadcast, unless I'm wrong.
You are definitely correct. I'm seeing 76 miles per hour on my screen, so you're right. I think they've all been around that 100 something kilometers and 60 in that 60 mile per hour range. So we have seen our fastest, and rightfully so. Vihaz has been so crucial for Louisiana Tech, setting up so many opportunities, but unfortunately not able to make the defensive play needed. And we see another tie, and this one in 7 seconds.
Swax hitting us with the Vihaz. Who are you people not entertained? Decapitated heads notwithstanding. 7 seconds here. 2-2, and I'm not talking dresses, people. 5 seconds before you hit a formal overtime situation. Little volleyball action now. Ball can't hit ground. This is the blue squad that would love to ground this one out. There's a hit. No, grounded out. We get back to true neutral situation. We'll line up again.
We are in the overtime that we wanted to see in game number 1. It ended up with a 5-3 score line in those final 20 seconds that we talked about in the post game of game number 1. But here in game 2, we're going to want to see Wayne State College win this one if we want this series to go a guaranteed distance.
That's always what we want, right? Extra Rocket League.
Oh yeah, you can't, you don't. Of course, the players, they're going to want to end this in sweeps, but as fans and as casters, we want this to go all the way. But Vihaz and company, they have another story to tell. They're wanting this one to end early.
My friend Wayne, partially my friend Brady, but that's only one third of it. Friend Wayne, that's who we're pulling for right here. Swags up top, and that's going to be Peter barely getting there yet again. A rock indeed here, Mustache.
And it works out. This defense doing what they need to do. Peter gets another little light touch, and Swags' touch right there is going to be too awkward for Pisley to really do much with it. He does get control, gets it in front of the net. Vihaz is there, and one more bounce is going to allow him to start his push. He's got great boost control. Peter's going to be there and make the play off the backboard. Pisley is going to get this one cleared down. P-Cup just having to put any type of touch, making sure it didn't bounce off the backboard for a double. But this one, Vihaz has set it up. Nobody else in the air, and Louisiana Tech going to have to watch that one skate by. Oh,
I'm not sure if our heart's going to live through this one, Mustache. 100 seconds left here. A lot of time at overtime so far. No match series either, so this is not a Wayne State. Like, if Wayne State loses this, then they'll go to match point. This is not match point as of right now. 110 seconds now, just outside 2 minutes, if the math scares you. Peter over to the right side, pop play out. Friend Brady going to be there to kind of slow this one down for right now, and everybody's going to be able to get up to this one. Defenders into offenders.
Oh, are the defenders for Wayne State going to show up? They did on that one. But it's still LA Tech who has the ability. Friend Brady finally able to get that one out. Peter not able to get that pinch on the wall. So he's just going to have to wait and see which defender, or which opponent rather, is going to kind of show their face on the challenge. This one, a lot of time for Louisiana Tech to make the plays, but that miscommunication would almost cost Louisiana Tech. Luckily, nobody up from Wayne State to make the play.
Yeah, Prisley right there gets about as open as a net as you're going to see here in these higher levels of Rocket League. Now just outside 3 minutes. That's an extra half a game plus here of overtime between Wayne State, Louisiana Tech. We have been fraught to make predictions so far, and I'm not going to start now here, Mustache.
Oh, the double commit. That was a close call for Wayne State. Both these squads having a few miscommunications that are causing them some errors out there on the pitch. They're going to have to watch that. A little fake from Vihaz. He's been so pivotal. It's a wide open net. He doesn't have the boost. He gets it over friend Brady, but Peter can't connect. Oh, so many chances, but we continue on here in game number 2. Such a long showing between these two squads, and it continues. They're going to have to watch what they do, make sure their touches and their challenges are on point.
Back to the middle. Gonna have to stretch for it. That's inside, and P-Cup for the side of Louisiana Tech striking last here, and this is the last, more important than the first. Just out, 4 minutes or so? 4 minutes, 6 seconds, technically what we're counting down bottom here, some extra Rocket League. Even if this goes in 3-1 fashion, we'll have essentially played that extra game, right?
Yes, indeed. I spoke a little soon earlier about that, and you were right. We still have the ability for Wayne State to make sure this doesn't end a sweep, but now we are in a series match point. Wayne State has to win this one. They cannot let Louisiana Tech run away with it. They've got to be able to win the next game if they want the series to continue. Louisiana Tech, I do like how talked about both defenses needing to step up. They were both getting 4 saves to their name. I feel like there were more. Maybe Psionics didn't credit some of the touches as saves, but still, it was a very tight fought game. Obviously, we went a pretty long time in that overtime, but Louisiana Tech able to clutch it out. Wayne State, they're going to have to step it up one more time if they want to continue the series.
Yeah, I again 100% agree with you. I think the other idea here is make this less so the Vihaz for LA Tech and Swax show if you're Wayne State, right? This is what, 6 shots on both goals for Swax, 4 shots on a goal for Vihaz. You look at these saves on the other side, that was all Swax there for the Wayne State College. Got to spread around the simple ability, or not ability, the willingness to go forth and play onto these balls, both offensively and defensively, because right now, I have to say that's Wayne State in a large part, and a large reason for these 2 losses so far is because so much is put on the backs of Swax.
Yeah, this is definitely a team-driven game. You've got to get all 3 players on the pitch connecting and making their touches and able to have the accuracy needed to put it in, or maybe clear out defenders and get those demos, kind of what Pisley's been doing. He has been opening up lanes that does give opportunities for Swax, but he can't do it himself. We're wanting to see more out of friend Brady. There was a lot of touches that he could have had and maybe had the game go a little bit differently for Wayne State, so I'd love to see a little bit more out of him.
And as would I. Real quick, Tad, who is that under Peter's profile picture? Any ideas? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Yeah. 35, that was just, be cool to know. 35 seconds or so, 40 seconds. That's a pop play back on out. Peter hits this one out, but that's Pisley up and down and not even played. It's always the second one that's going to hurt worse than the first. Friend Brady getting involved. We called it. Needed to get more involved, and that is it. Little G2 sticker on the side, even 100 kilometers per hour, which again is 61 mustache, 60 even.
I wasn't paying attention to the mile per hour, and I fault myself because every time you've mentioned the kilometers, I'm like, what is that in miles per hour? So I didn't see it, but I was so taken aback by the fact that not only did we say we wanted something out of friend Brady, but we wanted something out of Pisley too. He didn't have to go for the demo. He was able to get the assist. And we didn't see something from Swax. That's the most important part. Obviously, we want to see that for Wayne State, but knowing that Pisley and friend Brady are there as well gives them that goal. That is a good start to here in game number 3. This double commit, a little awkward, but it is just enough of a boost to get that ball at least to the midfield where P-Cup does have control, but Swax able to at least get a light touch on it and hopefully draw out. Oh, what a clear P-Cup, though, able to make the save.
P-Cup, double touch, back to the middle, defensive pressure. Now for Wayne State, now friend Brady actually putting out P-Cup after P-Cup was playing a fantastic defensive kind of back roll right there. Minute and 45 into this one. A lot of back and forth. We started game 1 with 3 scores, 21 seconds, if my memory serves.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We had I can't remember the total time. You were right. It was about seven seconds each, if I remember you correctly. Yeah. So it would have been 21 seconds, 3 goals. We've only got 1 goal here. I feel like game number 2 was kind of the same way. So again, defense is starting to step up. Peter a little awkward there. P-Cup on that far post. Now it's going to be Vihaz with the clear out to friend Brady, and we've been wanting to see more out of him. I'm actually liking the recovery and the control that he's got there in the midfield.
Peter and P-Cup right here, doubling up in the middle. Oh, there's a pinch and a cut for the ages. Vihaz, again, showing up on offense. Friend Brady just muscling his way, and they're not giving a crap about nothing. I love that. Offensive play is not going to matter, though. P-Cup now showing up. Now, once again, okay, so Swax just kind of came up on top of the points-wise, but what we're looking for is less of a Vihaz, less of a Swax performance. That is, again, what we have been given thus far. 6 out of 10 LA Tech, 4 for Wayne State.
Right now, only the 1 goal. So the accuracy, definitely quite a few shots for both squads. Not exactly able to put it in, but I do feel it's a little bit more because of the defense kind of stepping up. And Pisley going for that touch. I saw Swax right there on the goal line to try to clear a defender if Pisley would have been able to connect with that one. Peter off the backboard. He'll be electing to go for it. Vihaz waiting to see what defender would elect to connect. Vihaz with that quick turn. Swax getting a touch. Pisley and friend Brady both going. They've got to watch these double commits. That's going to be the thorn in the side for Wayne State. This one on target doesn't drop. It goes off the crossbar, and a lucky break as we get the 4th defender in there for Wayne State. Those crossbars and posts always a good aid.
Yeah, we'll see if they get. They get on the payroll as well. Louisiana Tech showing up here. The second one. Tell me if you sense a theme here. 8 total scores in game 1. 5 total scores in Game 2, a game that ended up lasting about 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Game 3 so far, only 3 scorers.
You're right. There's definitely a pattern showing. And to be honest with you, that pattern is, I feel almost, we always see this scoreline, this 2-1 for Louisiana Tech. And that's going to be the big question. Now, do we have to wait until the final 20 seconds to see the tying goal that we always seem to see, as that one almost, Vihaz trying to put my words in my mouth, trying to say, no, you know, we're gonna stop the superstition, we're gonna stop the stereotypes, if you will. But nevertheless, we are down to the final 60 seconds. Pisley, can he connect? Not if he's gonna get taken off the pitch.
Yeah, 45 seconds left on this one. Back down to the right side, an attempted takeaway there by friend Brady. Still staying in that third, though, so still to be able to provide some offensive pressure and receive some of these passes. Peter down bottom. Peter doesn't play that wisely. Lets this one rolling out to the outside. Now members of Wayne State temporarily out of position. Louisiana Tech, 45 seconds separates them and their 3-0 series victory, and what, their third sweep?
Yeah, this would be their third sweep. If let me check correctly, because I want to see if it'd be in a row.
Okay.
Louisiana Tech, they were able to, no, I'm sorry, their sweeps were week 1 and week number 2. So last week they had a full 5-game series for themselves, but right there on the goal line, no way! You're talk about robbed in a game.
Bandanas on face, you know, gun poking through the old jacket here.
Right.
You know, oh my, absolutely robbed. Match point for the tying factor, triple zeros right here. Ball hits bottom a quarter of a second beforehand. Like, we're gonna call it 90% eclipsed, right? Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's tough. That's tough, and especially, and again, guys, this is for Wayne State to take their first match loss, not their first 2 map losses by any means. Both teams have taken map losses here, but their first match loss. Rough looks.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I mean, just think about it. If you would have had, I don't know, 3 or 4 more seconds by the time, it always seems that the momentum of the ball will just bounce enough that it'll cross that goal line, and that is just painful to see. But
like that, like, yeah, that's brutal.
Unfortunate. But anyways, GG's to both these squads. Louisiana Tech coming out clutch with that 3-0 sweep. So another sweep under their belt. Wayne State getting that first loss, but I wouldn't count them out. They definitely look solid today.
Yeah, especially given, you know, a single score difference in the very end right here. Obviously, the same situation happens in the overtime situation from game 2 right there. And again, yes, Louisiana Tech won 5-3 in game 1, but that was that was another 0-second situation, right?
Yeah.
So the last second of gameplay being absolutely effectual in all 3 of these games so far, right? Obviously, the first one having a little bit less of an effect. Yes, there was a score, but less of an effect given that LA Tech was already up right there. But again, it could have definitely gone either way. As it is, though, that's Louisiana Tech, a 3-0 sweep right here. We're going to go to a very short break. When we back, little interview action coming at you. One of these LA Tech members will be coming on up to give us a minute of their time. Got about 20 minutes before the next eSport comes on here for the ECAC as well. So once we finish that, there'll be a mild break and go hydrate, get some food or whatever. But don't do it yet, because we'll be back with that interview in just a second.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 Wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got.
And we are back. A little post-game interview action coming at you here after the ECAC's matchup. That was Louisiana Tech taking down Wayne State in 3-0 fashion. Didn't happen too easily. We'll get into the meat of that one in just a second. FBI Tugboat here with Mustache, and we got Peter to come on in, give us a minute of their time after the game. Peter, congratulations on the victory. Peter, you seem a lot flatter than what I thought I would see, right? Do we got the cam up here, guys?
I don't actually.
All right, all good.
All good. Yeah,
It's all right. No worries about it. But hey, we saw your car out on the pitch, and that's all that matters. You guys played very, very well. A few questions for you. Do I guess kind of what is the game plan that you guys typically go in for? I feel like when the game first started, game number 1, you guys both squads came out really offensive hungry.
Yeah.
There's maybe some jitters. Did it take some time to kind of feel the playing field out, kind of get you guys set up, or was it more like, hey, we're just going to come in, we're going to come out swinging and see how many points we can go on the board?
Yeah, it's always. I feel like we always start out with organized chaos, but we came out real hot. I think we scored like 2 goals in like 15, 20 seconds, and that's always nice confidence right there. And so, kind of adjusting play style from then on, is a little bit different. Started playing a little bit more passive.
Oh yeah, we could
focus
definitely
after that. So
we could definitely tell. The games went on. You guys, both defenses really clutching it out. In fact, I feel like this series, even though you guys take the sweep and the score lines may not have shown it, I felt like it was very evenly balanced game. You both played your hearts out. What was it like? What was it like when you saw that final ball in game 3 and it's on the goal line? We're shocked. We're thinking it's going to bounce in and the clock just goes away and we're like, what just happened? What was going through your guys' head?
Oh, we were freaking out. God, y'all couldn't hear us because we were screaming. Yeah, that was crazy. We were terrified because we tried to play more defensive and then we kind of choked it and then it just hit the ground. So
control the time and everything. Well, it was a thrilling matchup. Like I said, congratulations on the win. I know Tug's got more questions for you. So again, I just want to say a big GG's to you guys and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Peter, it kind of seemed like this was a lot more single-handedly offensive pressure from Vihaz in the earlier games, and then really did seem like you and your other teammate really kind of picked it up there towards the end. I want to ask if there was anything really like a moment that had changed there, and there was like a light bulb moment, or if this was like a between-game situation, if it was just a pressure on Vihaz type situation. What was it that caused this change from like the Vihaz show on over to a 3-man Rocket League more so?
Yeah, Vihas is always he's always our more he's always our more aggressive player. Definitely great shooter. And then me and P Cup have been playing defensive, but as we get more comfortable, we start playing more offensive. You're good. And so that was as we get more comfortable, we start to play more offensive, get a little loose with it, and like I said, it gets more chaotic as we go. I think.
Fair.
So the offensive pressure just kind of picks up, and so that's that's kind of why. So
Gotcha. Just the overall pressure and need there for kind of picking up. And lastly, I gotta ask, like, you said you guys are freaking out in the post. Do you feel bad about that at all? Like, did you feel bad that they didn't get it there and didn't tie it up?
We didn't deserve it, but
There
it
you
feels
go.
good anyway.
Gotcha.
So maybe a little bit, maybe a little morally feel bad, but
There you go.
We got the dub, so.
Philosophical breakdowns here in the great game of Rocket League from Peter in Louisiana Tech. Love to see it. A very, very close series, but you guys still clutched it up like Mustache and I were talking about. Very, very, very close series. Difference of 2 in the first game, but obviously a lot closer than that final series line would go to show, which is, of course, 3-0 LA Tech, your squad, over Wayne State. That's the Bulldogs, right? Louisiana Tech Bulldogs?
Yep, Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, Peter, thank you for coming on in. Give us a minute of your time. I want to ask if you have any shout-outs before we get you out of here and get the Overwatch action up on stream.
Just shout out to Louisiana Tech Esports. Shout out to their Twitter. I think it's LA Tech Esports. And shout out to the team and the organization. They've really been supporting us, Shout out to P Cup for really stepping it up today. He's our frosh, so really proud of him. He's doing a great job. He's really stepping into the role. So
you said
feeling good.
Said P Cup was a freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman. He's a newbie on the team. So
there you go.
No locker stuffing today because he took.
No, not yet. No. We did that early on. We're in the second semester now. He's got to get some hair on his chest. So
there you go. There you go. We'll be sure to get P Cup in here next time when you guys take a W, though, because of course they will have winners up here in the old interview box. Peter, thank you for your time once again, though.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for casting.
Not a problem. FBI Tugboat and the Mustache. 2 magnificent mustachioed men has been bringing you this Rocket League action. Now, lastly, that is going to be, I believe that was SCAD and the University of Minnesota going to be up on broadcast playing a little bit of Overwatch action here in about 10 minutes. But I believe with that, Mustache, we have reached about my least favorite part of any broadcast. And that, of course, is the end, or at least the end for us once again. Overwatch coming in just a minute. Huge shout outs from myself, TMP Live Designs, and our producer, that's PogChimp, here today, producing away and making our jobs as casters just so much easier. And we do appreciate that. Anything else for the good people here, Mustache?
No, just make sure you guys stick around. You're not going to want to miss the Overwatch action. I know I will as well. So please stick around. Otherwise, we'll try and see you next week.
So I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family beyond the binary, hello and welcome to ECAC Overwatch Collegiate Action. My name is Warren Jugglegod Hammond, and tonight I am joined on the mic once again by LaFon. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing pretty well. It's good to be back on the broadcast to get ready to go. And we have a good one underway here, Juggle God, because we got a quick look at these teams. University of Minnesota, the Pizza Pirates, if you will, facing off against the Savannah College of Art and Design. So a good matchup here between these two teams. We have to talk, of course, about the record 3-0 across the board for both these squads. And I have to say the score lines between them looked pretty good as well. The maps don't tell the story of everything, mind you, but it was a 3-0 for both, or all three of the games, I should say, for these teams played. So Juggle God, as we get underway here, map number 1 is going to be Lijiang Tower. I expect a barn burner of a match here to open up the stream tonight.
Absolutely, I think you are absolutely right. You certainly will see a barn burner with both teams 3-0, perfect map record as well. One of those teams gonna be denied that perfect record to continue on, and we may even see a game 5 here. Like you said, starting out on Lijiang Tower, one of my favorite maps. Absolutely love it. Each of the sub maps provides lots of different opportunities for lots of different kinds of styles and compositions. So we'll get a taste to see what these teams prefer, shall we say, to roll out on when we head into Lijiang.
Right. I mean, we you know the one of the nice things about I suppose one of the double-edged blades of collegiate gameplay is we often don't get a ton of game tape on the team. So the tail of the tape happens in server, in match, and for a lot of these teams, that is the first chance they have of seeing what their opposition likes to run. So I expect quick adaptations mid-match to try and figure out what their opponents kind of come in to play with, and really I think that's going to open up the engagement for us. Right, getting a sense of how these teams like to play stylistically. Is it going to be that high tempo? Is it going to be a little bit slower? Is it going to, kind of play off the reaction gameplay for some of these teams? That's going to be one of the, the things that we have to keep our eyes out on early. And right as we get started on Lijiang Tower, at least both teams kind of posturing, Savannah College going a little bit more towards that dive right off the top. Skiz and the Wrecking Ball. Yeah, Pirates a little bit less. Shall we say, standard if they have the Reinhardt to open up, but a lot more brawl going to be applied here for the Pizza Pirates, whereas Savannah College going all out for their speed.
We are going to have a TP on both sides, but Khan is going to go straight to point for the Pizza Pirates. Scad Overwatch, they're going to have to try and now surround this composition, this Pizza Pirates. I've heard it called a bulldozer composition with the Ryan Winston in tow. So they're going to be looking to surround, Scad going to be looking to surround this composition, see if they can find a nice entry here. We see Yaksha going along to an off angle, meeting up with Skits as well. That's going to be Tracer going in. Here's the engagement now from the Wrecking Ball as the point's about ready to flip over, and hard charge deleted immediately by Yaksha. Excellent play right there. And the dive from Scad is just tremendous. That's going to be a first fight win for them.
Surround and Conquer is the name of the game here for this composition for Savannah College, and one of the other things to highlight is the Immortality Field was used incredibly early by the Pizza Pirates. They weren't able to sustain through the later stages of the fight as a result, and you look across the board, Donnie and Snap doing a ton of work respectively as both of them have their ultimates online for the start of this fight. Some switches coming in here for the Pizza Pirates as Mikey goes over to Sombra, and Roar and Poi play this Reinhardt Diva front line, but it's a very aggressive start for Savannah College.
Wow, Donnie coming out already with a pick onto Frog. Now this brawl composition has been crippled at the knees. They're not going to be able to engage in on anyone very quickly. We do have the hack coming in onto Donnie, but they're going to be able to get healed up by their team with relative ease. Roar and Khan both fall very quickly after that, and Scad looking very strong right now.
Yeah, I think the other thing to kind of highlight too is that with how aggressive the team in red is kind of playing here, the Pizza Pirates don't have an opportunity to kind of set up for these pick plays. By the time they go in for that engagement, one player's already down, and Savannah College doing a fantastic job of sort of forcing the tempo here. Now on the flank, a completely open opportunity for that damage throughput to come in.
That it is, that damage throughput really being put on right now by Snap. Cappy they're going to pop that rally as well, pushing on to a point. Lilith now, she's looking for a pulse bomb opportunity. Hasn't found one just yet, but as soon as this Immortality Field goes down, there it is. It's not going to get anything, but the pick still coming in heavily in favor of Scad right now. Hardjar has popped the Amplification Matrix, but it's going to not be of any use to them this time around. The point briefly in favor of the Pirates, but back over to Scad just as quick.
Yeah, the high tempo gameplay here, one of the, I suppose, the saving grace of that fight is that some percentage was gained. And on top of that, both support ultimates were used by Savannah College there. Both the Transcendence and the Rally were sustained. So now on this re-entry, the Pizza Pirates have to win this next fight. They're heading up to that 80% mark. And that means that it is going to be, treading in that last fight territory here for Savannah College as the Pizza Pirates try and get to the objective.
They're going to be getting to the objective, but they're met with a self-destruct. We're going to see a minefield committed here very soon as well, but the pick's already coming in favor of Scad. They're making very quick work of this UMN Pizza Pirates squad. Kondo, not to be outdone, finds a couple with a Deadeye, but it's going to be Scad continuing to find the picks that they need. Overtime has now been rocked over, and it's starting to tick down. We're going to get a EMP coming in late from Mikey. They're removed from the fight, and that's going to do it. Scad comes away with the first sub-map win.
And a bigger part about that is that it was a very dominant round 1 too, right? The 17% is tells, I think, a lot about how Savannah College sort of approached this objective, continuing to put pressure on the back lines, and even not really playing the objective so much when they had to get the objective, to win the fight. They were more than willing to do that. So presence under pressure definitely there for this team in red. And they give themselves the early lead in this series. And for the Pizza Pirates, this is going to have to be a much quicker game from them. They're allowing Savannah College to sort of set the pace of play, and they have not had a response for really any of the hyper-aggressive looks that SCAD has kind of brought to the table here.
Speaking of hyper-aggressive looks, that's exactly what we're going to see from SCAD again. They're going to go over to this 6-man dive composition, and a massive boop coming out from Cabamus. That is just tremendous. A couple other players follow their team right off the map, and that is SCAD with an early map contestant.
Yeah, getting the control of the objective here is going to be massive for them. And the big problem, of course, about this is that this has been, because it was such a clean fight win, even as you reapproach and try and get to the objective to try and prevent this from taking over, you can see Savannah College just continue to put pepper in damage from the flank, and Yaksha is going to have a ton of space here to put pressure on the front line.
That they are. Yaksha going to get stunned, though, by Khan. That's going to stop their roll briefly. Shield of Roars going down very, very low. They're going to have to back off. Just so much pressure being put in by the SCAD squad right now. We're going to see the amplification matrix come out from Hardjar. Going to deal a lot more damage. Khan's going to find a pick off of that as well. Gets out of the fight. And without that frontline presence, now things going to be a little bit more difficult for SCAD. They have the self-destruct. We're going to see it loosed on the point. That's going to clear away a little bit of space. Nobody's going to fall from it this time around. SCAD continuing to put 6 on the board, as well as Skits is just about back into the fight. And with that Death Blossom, SCAD will seal the deal and take another fight win.
No defensive ability, no defensive utility either for the Pizza Pirates in play. And of course, the amplification matrix, or rather I should say, the EMP completely denying any utility to prevent Yaksha from getting the Death Blossom cleanup kills. And I mean, critically for Savannah College, they had control of the objective that entire time. So a lot of wasted time for the Pizza Pirates, and it's going to continue that re-engage as the Primal Rage is online, available here for SCAD.
There's a massive coalescence coming in as well. The Shatter is going to land, but it's not going to find anybody. The Primal Rage combining with everything else is going to take another fight in favor of SCAD. UMN Pizza Pirates, they're having a hard time even getting to point.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, credit to Savannah College for just not allowing the Pizza Pirates to kind of use their utility. Donnie there bites off a little bit more than they can chew. It might not be enough, though.
No, it might not. Mikey trying to duel out Yaksha. They're going to have to Wraith form away. Khan has this Deadeye. Can they make anything of it? They're going to need something big soon. Here it comes. It is going to find Skits as they're trying to leap back to safety. Not going to be there this time around. Fire Strike takes out Yaksha as well. Now we're going to see some aggression put on by UMN Pirates, but the self-destruct is massive. It takes Hardjar out of the fight. Overtime has been committed now, but the picks coming in favor of SCAD on point. There's an EMP to shut down Frog as well. And with that, SCAD will deliver the Pizza Pirates their first map loss.
A lot of dominant performance there from the Savannah College team, though. Just absolutely unrelenting pressure in the main fight territory. And then on top of that, the poking situation as well. Just absolutely stellar stuff. Cabamas here, the Lucio player, just going to deny anyone the attempt to hit the objective. And I mean, at this point in time, you got to expect those rollouts to be as quick as they are. The teleporter, not particularly a great way to get to the objective against a good Lucio, and that's going to be map number 1. As said, 200-17 is the final scoreline of the percentage. So realistically, the Pizza Pirates are going to have to come back in a big way for map number 2 as we get set to go there in just a moment. And Juggle God, I think one of the things that we kind of talk about when we see teams that are kind of get shut out on control, a lot of the time what ends up happening is because one team is able to play at so much quicker a pace, meaning they're able to take fights quicker, they're able to resolve the fights quicker, and they're able to continue that cycle more and more often through the map. Sometimes teams just aren't expecting that level of aggression and speed, and that was kind of what was the tail of the tape here in map 1.
You're absolutely right. I mean, SCAD was just in control of the tempo from start to finish in this first map. Yeah. And now the Pizza Pirates, they have an opportunity with their map selection to try and get the SCAD out of their comfort zone, right? Because I think that's what needs to happen. We haven't seen SCAD play Brawl at this point yet, and that's really all that we've seen coming out from UMN. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like a King's Row pick coming out. I'm not entirely sure which map type is next, but something that favors Brawl. King's Row, Havana, something along those lines.
Right, and I think that, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of comes through. The one thing to highlight, of course, is that just because we don't see a team play a composition does not mean they're not good at it. If it's working as well as it was, why change, right? That's kind of the name of the game there. And I think for Lijiang Tower, especially, being able to play that hyper-aggressive style works out way better for the Savannah College team. And I think as we kind of get set in map number 2, if there needs to be an adaptation, the confidence that they've showcased leads me to believe that they'll be just fine on those upcoming map types. For the Pizza Pirates, it has to be a resolution, though. Like, that has to be a kind of coming out and taking that first fight incredibly confidently, because you need a small win after that first map, right? You have to kind of get that taste out of your mouth when it comes to when you get defeated that poorly on a map type. The next map upcoming has to be a much cleaner start to just give yourself a bit of mental momentum, right? That's kind of what you kind of have to expect in the next opening frames.
You're absolutely right, and I'm anticipating wherever we do end up, we are going to see UMM on the defense. That tends to be the standard. Yeah. If they come out on attack, though, that just says to me that they want to make an impression. They do want to try and turn that momentum as fast as they can. But I think as well that UMN, they the map choice, the style, the tempo, this all needs to change. And we only saw them on the Brawl, so maybe we want to see a little bit more adaptation from them as well. I mean, that is also another route that they can go to try and swing things back in their favor.
Yeah, we got the update that Route 66 will be the choice. University of Minnesota picks that map, and so their opposition gets to pick side. Savannah College will pick defense first. One thing we haven't talked about yet through this series is that we've kind of highlighted how well Savannah College is playing, but we haven't described why they were able to shut down the composition as well as they did. And a lot of that comes down to the fact that they I highlighted Surround and Conquer at one point on Night Market. And realistically, that composition, getting in the flank, getting your hyper, your mobility character like the Tracer and the Winston, or even the Wrecking Ball, into a position where they're on an off angle and can shoot from behind the shield while you have a set front line, so to speak, with the Zen, the Diva, that kind of takes the pressure of the fight. You have to kind of focus the fight in two different ways. And if you're very efficient with your damage, as Savannah College was, then you're able to get a lot more utility and a lot more fight wins as a result, which, as we head into map number 2, we're kind of looking for that to be the case continuing forward.
Yeah, we certainly are. And we're going to see wholesale changes coming out from SCAD on the defense. Still a little bit of time for them to set up, so we could see something different. But this is a very interesting loadout right here. You don't typically see this double off-tank setup for really anybody. So I'm curious as to how exactly this composition is going to function, and curious if you have any insights into that, Lafon.
Skiz is a roamer on the Roadhog. The Roadhog is a bruiser. It plays around sort of the flanks, shuts down sort of the aggression from certain players, and in fact, there it is, right off the rip.
Wow.
Mikey goes down to the hook, and that just slows things down. Now, you don't have to worry so much about the damage coming in from the flank. Cabin Mask can be a little bit safer, and Skiz can continue to apply pressure. Donnie is the true front line of this composition. This time, though, Skiz gets caught out and stabilizes for the moment, but still a rough place to be in here for Savannah College.
Yeah, that certainly is. There is going to be a counter pick. Frog able to find Yaksha. So likely going to see a little bit of card progress now starting to be made by UMN, especially after a pick onto Skiz. Skiz once again biting off a little bit more than they can chew, maybe going a little too far on that flank. That's going to force SCAD to back up and give some respect and room to UMN.
We're going to see this it's going to slow things down a little bit, but the Pizza Pirates are playing a slow composition now, right? Roar has gone over to the Orisa. A big trade there. Both Tracers go down. That's going to affect the offense more than the defense, but with Khan coming in with a great pickoff, this is going to open up things a little bit more for the Pizza Pirates here.
That it certainly will. They're going to be able to take out quite a number of players from that SCAD side, but Lilith strikes back with a pick onto Hardchar, and right before they were able to get that Transcendence online as well. So that's a little bit of a bummer for them, and in fact, they're going to wait for the rest of the team to regroup, and oh, look at this. Skiz is looking for that respawn from Hardchar.
Oh, the hook is going to go wide, but I think this is going to benefit the off tank more than the support.
Oh!
Not actually.
Oh. Wow, what a standout play coming out from Hardchar, being able to win that duel. That is not what you typically see. The hook just wasn't back in time for Giz to make something happen right there. In the meantime, we've got several picks going each way on point, but again, the card has really just stalled. It hasn't made too much progress, and almost 2 minutes been burned off the clock already by Scad.
But this is still a very scattered look from the defense. Like, it's high ground control coming over now to the Pizza Pirates, and a big trade there as both flex CPS go down.
We're going to see Donnie go down very low as well. They're going to be caught out by this Brigitte. Are they going to be able to finish him off? Not quite. Yaksha going to go in. Misses the pulse bomb just barely. Another couple of trades coming in, but this is going to affect the Pirates more, I think, than Scad. Transcendence has to be used by Hardchar to try and keep their team alive under the barrage of damage coming out from that Am Matrix that just went down. But look at this, Scad, no supports left. UMN going to be able to take this fight quickly and easily and cap first point.
This is going to be looking for a bit of a miracle play on the defense. Lilith will got one, but she's not much more than that, and that's going to be the reset coming in. So percentage gained, first objective applied here to the Pizza Pirates as they continue their look forward. It's going to herald a composition change, a mirror look, in fact. Nearly so for Savannah College. It's going to be the Orisa coming to the fore, and Cabimas picks up another elimination here. The Zens have been lethal in this map so far, and it shows no sign of stopping yet.
They certainly haven't. We're going to see that Discord getting committed as well right after the Supercharger is launched. Khan with a Dragon Strike now going to try and find something, but nobody's going to fall to it this time around. Frog now putting a lot of pressure on the tanks of Scad. Yaksha going to be picked out as well, but there's no off-take for UMN, so that might be a little bit more of a problem than just missing your Tracer, especially because they're going to be back quickly. And as expected, Scad is going to take this fight.
Lilith with a pretty nice shot there to take the Diva out of the sky before dodging the self-destruct, and UMN getting chased up pretty aggressively. Mikey will survive for the moment, but this has slowed down things significantly. This Orisa is going to be so hard to dive. The Pizza Pirates make another adaptation. Roar's going over to the Wrecking Ball again. Again, that mobility, try to come and play, clear the high ground with the roll through, and just put pressure on the backline to open things up for Mikey. Or to perhaps push someone in line of sight of Khan to get a shot off, but certainly going to be marked a lot more heavily in the backline is Roar.
Yeah, they absolutely going to be looking to take out Kavimas and Snap. They're going to see an early initiation from Roar, but Skits is able to take them out as they try to kite away. That's going to open things up once again for Scad. We're going to get the DMAC coming in on the Poi as well. Immortality Field has to be committed. Oh, but look at this. We got a little bit of a comeback coming in now for Scad after Yaksha and Lilith combined for a couple of kills. We're going to see the self-destruct now committed by Donnie. Not going to find anybody. Just going to clear a little bit of space and force back the Pizza Pirates.
The big issue here is that the Pizza Pirates have not won fights cleanly. Even the fights that they have won so far on this map have been piecemeal and a struggle for the most part. Here on the second phase, where it takes a lot longer to walk back to the objective, this has become a bit of a problem, right? When you're able to get one or two trades in the back line, then you're going to end up, losing these fights. And there it is. Yaksha gets taken out, but DMX the Diva on top of all of it. And so this has been a real struggle to get this fight open yet.
It really has. UMN just caught in a tough position. We're going to see the Transcend that's committed by Hardchar, but I feel like that might have not been necessary at the moment. We're going to see the Amplification Matrix committed as well. That's going to deal a lot of damage in. And Kabima's going to find their doppelganger Hardchar out, and that's going to be Scad taking another fight win and pushing us down to just about a minute on the clock. Yeah, we might not be in last fight territory, but we're close.
I mean, and you're looking at the resource markers as well, and it's not looking good for the Pizza Pirates. They have some stuff online, sure, but you need a fight win, and you need it cleanly. Their Roar in the, the grasp of the spawn doors, can't do anything, and look at the struggle here. Just has to walk back in the spawn room to avoid the self-destruct. There from Donnie. The Pizza Pirates need more pickoffs as they walk in, and it has been a rough look so far.
It really has. Scad gonna open things up again with a post-bomb kill, this time onto Khan, and that's gonna leave the Pizza Pirates once again wanting for some aggression, wanting for some of that attack presence. Now we're gonna get Roar taken out of the fight as well. No tanks left, and just a rally on point now from Frog. Supercharger dealing a tremendous amount of damage. The picks just coming in hand over fist right now for Scad, and with 10 seconds left, if they get a second, if they get another fight, it's going to be very scuffed.
You're looking at this. I mean, there's the minefield available if you can get to the objective. I don't know that anyone can even get there. They do trigger overtime. There's the minefield on the point as well, but you need to get eliminations here, and they haven't come through so far. Skiz gets taken down, and a good opening right now for the Pizza Pirates.
That it certainly is, especially because the immortality field from Snap is down as well. So now the Pizza Pirates have an opportunity to start pushing forward. We see a swap over to the Genji as well. That happened a little while ago, but just hadn't been able to make a note of it just yet. Now Yaksha is trying to see if they can end this with a Pulse Bomb after Lilith. She's able to find out Hardchar. Here comes the Pulse Bomb. It is going to stick. There's a Dragon Strike as well coming in from Lilith. She's not going to find anybody, and in fact, it's going to be Khan coming alive right now on this Genji, helped out by Roar. That's going to do things for the Pizza Pirates. They can just hold on a little while longer. They will be rewarded with the second point capture.
Yaksha now on an island trying to find any port in a storm, and there is in fact just struggle after another. Tries to get the Zen into one clip, but the pocket's there as well. The peel from Tracer, and that will be a duel, giving the second point over to the Pizza Pirates. However, now as we move to that third phase, it's going to be another switch coming in. Skiz going over to the Reinhardt, so it is going to be that brawl look, and it already has been a great start for Skaz to get over an elimination early.
That they do. It is going to be traded, though. Hardchar out of the fight as well. Snap has committed the Amp Matrix, but it's going to be Skiz who actually finds the next kill, taking Poi out of the fight. Now Lilith trying to get some damage into the backline. This SCAD squad has taken several different angles, but in the meantime, the cart is just moving, and UNM has great presence on it right now.
The cart has not gotten over that high ground point, though, I should say, on this part of the third phase. So you can see the peppered damage coming in from the DPS on the high ground, and they continue to put pressure as Khan goes in for a look, and then quickly thinks better of it.
We're going to see the Dragon Blade committed right now, but they're going to have to dodge these mines as well. Out from Donnie, they've already found one victim, and the Blade not going to get anything this time around. Scat able to survive and thrive. Now just 20 seconds left to go. If UMN can capture, it's going to be an OT at this point. Scat putting up a tremendous fight right now. Skid comes in with the shatter. I thought that was going to be too little, too late, but they're able to find the kills before Boy is taking them out of the fight. Now less than 10 seconds left to go, and this looks to be all SCAD all the way. They are going to hold on third point of Route 66.
There, the shatter damage buff comes in clutch there. Skiz needs no support to get 2 eliminations right there, and obviously with that many players down, the cleanup crew comes in, the remaining members able to eliminate the Pizza Pirates and prevent them from contesting the objective. So, I mean, it was a struggle for a large part of the map, but hope is not out the door yet for the Pizza Pirates. They're able to kind of force the map to stay alive longer, and hey, now you have a win condition established. Prevent the cart from rolling through that second checkpoint, and you find yourselves the victor. A tall task, no doubt, but at least one that you can work towards.
You are absolutely right, and it is absolutely not over, not out of the question. The map wasn't completed. The goal line has been set. So, SCAD definitely with an opportunity now to bring things home and go up 2-1 in this series.
Looking forward to that first sparring match, I should say, between Savannah and the Pizza Pirates as they look forward. A Skiz back on the Reinhardt, so looking to try perhaps force a close quarters engagement. Pizza Pirates, the double shield, so a lot slower a look here, just trying to, grind time off the clock is the name of the game for University of Minnesota here, and their composition speaks to that in spades.
That it does. When this door opens, they're going to be greeted by a Sonic Arrow from Khan as well, getting a little bit of information. Going to now back off that they have an idea of what they're going to be up against from this SCAD squad. Lilith taking a high ground position right now, looking to see if they can find an opportunity, just going in to try and break a few shields at this point, because that's going to be the name of the game right now for this SCAD squad. So they're going to have to either try and find angles or just delete those shields as fast as they can. Yaksha now on the Genji, looking for an opportunity to climb up here and see if they can do a little bit of damage to the backline, maybe get a cheeky kill, or at least pull up some sort of ult charge. But in the meantime, Lilith has gone down, and without her, a couple of other picks come in. Kabimas is removed. Skid's trying to take this high ground now, but getting denied very, very quickly and efficiently by the UMN squad. Discord Orb now on to Yaksha as well. They're going to have to fight for their lives, and they're not going to come away with it.
see Skiz doing so much work in the backline, though. Nearly a couple of pickoffs there, but the University of Minnesota squad is able to stave off disaster for the most part. That's actually the first fight they've straight up won this entire series. So well done indeed to them. That buys a little bit of time from the clock, and I think more critically buys you an opening engagement for this next fight, because you're able to start off this sort of defensive look with the amplification matrix to prevent Savannah College from, perhaps pressing too aggressively the go button, especially as they've now gone over to the double bubble jump here for Savannah College.
That they have. Skiz goes down to 11 health, but Snap is able to get the pick. Skiz creating just enough room for their team to pop off, and they're going to be able to deal with this bunker composition very, very quickly. Great play and timing there from Skiz.
That's, the amplification matrix there is designed to try and put pressure in so that you can, prevent that die from coming in. But Skiz takes the majority of the damage, but critically does not die. And so that opens up enough potential, cleanup for the rest of the team. They're able to go in. There's no cooldowns to defend against it. And Yaksha and Donnie do the rest of the cleanup there. With the Dragon Blade now available. And now the question is it going to be a Nano Blade with the Mercy Pocket? This is going to be an interesting look for Savannah College as they get to the second phase now.
Yeah, that Dragon Blade with a damage boost pocket can be almost as deadly as the Nano Boost. We're going to see the early Nano committed, though, onto Snap this time around. That Tesla Cannon working overtime right now. Both tanks combined for a kill each. Mikey trying to get something with the Deadeye, but has to use it very, very quickly and back off. Gotta be Mikey, though, who does find Yaksha in the backline. Skiz now with the Primal Rage. Gotta be countered, though, by that Transcendence. Now we've got the Graviton Surge committed as well. Lilith getting in a lot of damage, and it's gonna be Scab once again coming away with the fight win.
Yeah, and I think the big critical part about that is where Savannah took that fight, right? The cart was moving forward considerably through all that, and now this means that this is going to be a high ground contest here for this final fight of third, which, again, Savannah now has the advantage in both the, high ground control, as well as the fact that as you're walking out through the choke, look how much damage Pizza Pirates are going to take as they kind of walk in.
Yeah, they're going to pop that supercharger right away to try and punch out here, but it's gonna be Yaksha going in with the blade. They're gonna be denied anything. The stun comes in, it is successful. The Pizza Pirates are gonna be able to stave off some of this aggression. Hardchar has been removed from the fight, and we do have a resurrection coming in for Yaksha, but in the meantime, Lilith is deleted, and the Pizza Pirates will hold.
Perhaps a little far forward. Okay, with the elimination onto Yaksha, the damage throughput is kind of gone, and you can see now this is where they back out. There was still an opportunity. Look at the health bars of the tank line for the Pizza Pirates, very low. So there was still very much a chance for the go button to continue being pressed. However, that's going to signal the reset here. And again, the Pizza Pirates, though, that's a pretty poor fight because they had to use nearly everything. Only the amplification matrix and the Deadeye going to be in the back pocket here. And I expect this to be the opening gambit of the Nano Boost onto the Winston here for Savannah College to bring this one into the next fight.
I think you're absolutely right. We're going to see it committed right now, as a matter of fact. But Lilith, she's going to be taken out of the fight almost immediately. The res does come in. Immortality Field going to be able to save Frog's life, and they're going to be able to get the kill as well. So what was looking like a great engagement from Scat has dissolved quickly into nothing.
It's a 5v6 setup, right? And on that play, like really that fight just ends because Khan is able to take out their counterpart with a headshot. You're down to 5v6, then the resurrect comes in, so that's actually a 4v6 while that fight goes in. And we saw the focus fire now entirely on Skiz, despite the Nano Boost gets shredded immediately, does not have the time to get to the Primal Rage. So a tough fight there for Savannah College, but well executed by the Pizza Pirates, and more critically have brought themselves back now into the economic advantage as they have a lot more tools to work with here to try and deny this fight.
They certainly do. We're going to see a Dragon Strike thrown out initially. That's going to cause one of these, going to cause Cassidy to find themselves in a bad position. Yaksha going to be able to take them out. In the meantime, Skiz pops the Primal Rage, but they go down very low. They're going to have to find a way out of this. Kabimas going to get the res on the Snap, and that is a big boon for Scad. Supercharger, though, still doing a lot of look. But look at that, the Dragon Strike eaten by Dottie. Excellent play there, coming out from the off-take of Scad. And with that, UMN is left without anything left to push in on. And Scad will get this cart moving and into third.
Excellently a great job there by the attackers to dodge and more correctly juggle the damage in mitigation coming in, right? Looking forward, you saw the supercharger do a ton of damage. It was a ping pong affair. Skiz takes the majority of damage, backs out, then Donnie's back in, sort of tagging in for the remainder of the damage. And now, 2 minutes 9 seconds to move the cart, just halfway through this phase of third. Not a tall order at all here for the offensive squad.
No, it's not, especially considering how we've seen them playing. Things are going to be opened up initially with a self-destruct. Not going to find anything except for an immortality field. Now we've got the gravitic flux being committed by Poi, and that's going to do some damage in spades. We're going to see UMN clean up and get the first of what needs to be 2 to 3 holds for them to win this match.
Just a good cycle there. The gravitic flux is there. There's no shutdown utility. The only thing that can really deny the gravitic flux here is the sleep dart, and obviously that didn't go through. So Khan, everyone's up in the air, and as they're slammed down, the cleanup is more than sufficient. Now Savannah College, they're going to open up. There's the Valkyrie, big pulse bomb. Yaksha in the back.
That absolutely opens things up in a big way for SCAD, and now UMN is going to have to back off very, very quickly to try and regroup as fast as they can. They need another fight here. They might not be able to get it. Look at Yaksha pushing very far forward. We're going to have the Primal Rage as well. Going to keep people out of spawn, and that's going to do it. SCAD goes up 2 to 0.
That is just complete dominance in that last fight. Yaksha choosing violence in that final moment. The pulse bomb for 2, the 1 clip for 3, and the team is there for the rest. They will get the highlight of the game as a result. And that was a really strong play there as they just can't dodge in time, right? We see Poi goes from being the hero in the first fight to, unfortunately, being the recipient of that. Return to sender not applied, and that is going to be map number 2 given over to Savannah College as they take a 2-0 lead here. 1 map away from a victory as the Pizza Pirates still searching for their first victory this series.
You are absolutely right. Pizza Pirates, their record has now been tarnished with a couple of map losses, but they're going to see if they can turn this around. A reverse sweep is the only thing in the cards for them at this point. But before we get to that, we're going to throw it to a short break, give these players and ourselves in the casting booth a short moment of reprieve. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more ECAC Collegiate Overwatch action.
Boy, I got 10 streams, and I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Jeez, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound?
Scat is certainly making UMN mad right now as they are up 2-0. That is the scoreline between these juggernauts of a teams that we have going against each other. Both of them came into this series 3-0, but one of them not going to leave that way. LaFawn, we have had quite an exciting matchup so far.
We have, and I think also the other thing just note is that it's been a slightly one-sided match so far as well. Savannah College has been firmly in the lead throughout the series, and while there was definite signs of life from University of Minnesota in map number 2 on Route 66, they were unable to close it out quite at the very end. That means that we now sit at match point for Savannah College, Juggle God, and as we head to map number 3, it is going to be Volskaya Industries. We are going to see Savannah College going to go to the defense first, as they have elected to the previous maps as well. And so now this is the do or die moment for the Pizza Pirates here in this series.
You are absolutely right. Do or die is the name of the game right now. They, if they're going to come away with a win here, it has to be at the result of a reverse sweep. Yeah. And I, for one, am excited to see where we're going to go. But before we talk about that, we do have a sub coming in for UMN. We're going to have Harchart taking a seat and Final Orbit coming in on the support line. So I'm going to be curious to see how this, how Final Orbit slots into this lineup and if this signals an like an overall change in terms of the approach that they're going to have compositionally.
Right. And I think the other thing to kind of note is that stylistically, this match has been very, there's been a lot of looks from these teams, right? We saw the opening map. We said this is going to be, or rather we saw the Savannah College team use the dive composition mostly, that high mobility, high tempo look. They were able to flex quite easily onto the Reinhardt, onto the Arisa as well when required in the upcoming map. So this is going to be a question is how does, how are we going to, what reactions are we going to see from the Pizza Pirates in return? Hardchar played mostly Zen on Route 66 and looked pretty good. So Final Orbit, it's going to be definitely a different look. What that look is, at least right now, opening up seems to be Viana.
That it does, and combined with Roar on the Winston, I'm fairly certain we're going to see some nano-boosted Tesla cannons coming our way. Scad opting for a dive. A dive poke hybrid composition for defense, and I really like this look. I think you can have a lot of success with it on the defense. Wrecking Ball can cover so much ground here.
And now, on top of that, the other thing it can do is it allows you to really just put pressure on the backline. And right now, Yaksha completely unscouted. He is going to try and go for that illumination when they walk through the gates, and Donnie is going to be the sort of the beneficiary of that as well. So we'll see how that goes through. Roar gets stunned by the Accretion. But no further damage done.
Ooh, Yaksha now without their recall, just as that Winston of Roars jumps on them, they're going to be forced to back off quite a bit, and that's going to be an opportunity now for UMN to start pushing in. But just as quick as I say that, Lilith's able to take Final Orbit out of the fight, so she's up 1 kill for Scad right now. Donnie does find their demise, though, and now Skips looks to be following very shortly after them, and what was looking like a pretty solid defense coming out from Scad is quickly dissolved. They don't have any tanks left on the board. Donnie going to be getting back just as quick as they can, but UMN, they haven't taken control of the point just yet. They're playing this very, very slow.
Yeah, biting off a little bit more than they can chew was the front line there for Savannah College as the stuns come in to deny the mobility in. That being said, these are quick moving returns, and Lilith is going to have the Bob as well, so an increase of +1 for the composition here for the defense, should it be required. Great anti onto the back line, though.
Yeah, that anti is going to shut things down significantly for Scad very quickly. Snap goes down very low. Kamimas is able to get healed back up. Donnie looking pretty rough, though, but not as rough as Poi and Roar. Roar taken out of the fight. Snap able to get them in a snap. And now Mikey looking to see if they can reverse their fortunes with a pulse bomb somewhere in the backline. But they're being heavily dueled now as well by Yaksha, who's just got a sliver of health. They're going to be able to barely sneak away with their lives. Poi, though, not quite as lucky. Meanwhile, on point, Donnie going to be taken out, as is Yaksha. So once again, UMN has an opportunity. Maybe they can collapse on this a little bit quicker, but they're going to be stopped short by a Gravitic Flux. Here comes the Deadeye, not going to find anything. Mikey, though, taken out of the fight, and Scad, despite going down a few, looking primed to hold on once again.
There's a lot of pressure being put here, and this is not, given the percentage that the Pizza Pirates were looking for. Even as they're slowly starting to eke a lead in this fight, they're losing players, they're losing members, and this has gone from bad to worse already.
That it has. We're going to see the Primal Rage committed down by Roar to see if they can seal the deal here. But Yaksha popping off absolutely tremendously for Scad. Kamima's going to go down there. We're going to see a couple of counter picks each side, but Yaksha still has this pulse bomb, and we've seen them pop off with it before. Roar doing a tremendous amount of work, though. The point has been slowly stalled out. Roar goes down to just a sliver of health. They're taken out by Donnie right before they meet their demise as well. Poi going to be the source of that. And now Poi primed to potentially get back in their mech, but UMN has had to back off.
Yeah, they're going to go for some percentage here. This is going to be Savannah College giving away some of the objective because they need to get their resets back in. That stun's going to buy enough time. That's going to be the kill. And so Savannah College down a player already. This should be the Pizza Pirates trying to close this one out.
It should be. At this point, Scad, all they can hope to do is just stall this out for a little while. Donnie going to eat a anti-nade as well from Final Orbit. That's going to be the end of their reign at this point. Pizza Pirates looking primed to take this point. They will, in fact, get it. They will get to see second point of Volskaya.
That was still a very scrappy engagement from both teams, really. I mean, Savannah College continuing to throw players at the bodies at the objective just to buy time at the very end there. And now with the reset coming in, it's going to be an opportunity for a double cap here. Pulse bomb for a pickoff into a self-destruct is the gambit I think that the Pizza Pirates should go for as they try and stage for the dive here.
They're going to be met with a Gravitic Flux, though, right off the bat from Skiz. In the meantime, though, Poi has found Yaksha, so UMN has an opportunity to push in here. Donnie trying to get in a little extra damage, but just going to find themselves a stun and at about half health. Got to go back in for another engagement. They're going to drop in, but the Nano Boost has been committed onto Roar. They're going to be booped away briefly, but they find themselves back on point where they can do a lot of damage. Mikey connects with Lilith for a pulse bomb kill, but the spawns are in Scad's advantage. If they can get a counter pick here, they can start to turn this around, but with a rally facing them down and just a transcendence in their way, this is going to be very, very tough for them to come back in on. Kabima's doing as much as they can, but the double team by Roar and Frog was just too much for them. Lilith about ready to get this tac visor online, but 2 ticks already in favor of UMN. We've got the, oh, look at the dead eye on the sleeping Donnie. That's going to do it. 226 on the board for UMN.
And, you know, you draw it up sometimes. That's the way that the cards need to go. And for Assault, oftentimes point B is a flowchart, right? Do you have this? Did this happen? Then this is the outcome. In this case, it was, do you have more ultimates? Do you execute with them properly? Yes, you win the point. You win the fight. And now that gives you 226 on the clock. Savannah College will have to equalize the map and more quickly, or more coherently, I should say, try and get the point with some time remaining, because otherwise they will not get a second chance to attack. The Pizza Pirates hoping to stave that off, to give themselves that first map win here and continue their hopes through this series.
That they are. If they can tarnish Scad's record a little bit, they'll be pretty pleased with that as well. Scad looking primed to come out with pretty much what they ran out with on defense as well, but we're going to see a dive composition coming out from UMN on the defense, and I like this. Again, I think dive is often overlooked on defense Volskaya in favor of Brawl or a double shield composition, but it's really powerful.
A lot of mobility, a lot of being able to, you know, kind of set the, just as people walk in, you take the fight. Or, you know, there's multiple chokes in this area where you can sort of stage for those engagements to kind of go through. In the meantime, though, we'll see how well the Savannah College team replies to that aggression.
That we will. Is going to go out and scout early on, as is Yaksha, get a little bit of information, decide if this is what they want to roll out on. Looks like it is. So they're going to continue. We're now going to get to see this Tracer duel in from Mikey and Yaksha. Not going either way at the moment, but we're going to see Yaksha back off as Snap has come to Yaksha's aid as well. Snap now on the high ground. This is excellent positioning now for Scad. They can stage just about any dive they want to here. They've got a great position for their supports as well. Is now looking for the prime opportunity to jump in, but Snap has been taken out of the fight. That's a big boon already for the Pizza Pirates. Not that Discord orb, it's going to be a lot harder to get these kills that they need, but Skits doesn't seem to be slowed down by it at all. Neither is Donnie. They're combining for a few kills, and like that, this point is quickly going the way of Scad. Just going to be up to the rest of the team members to see if they can stall it out, but Donnie deletes them with a self-destruct. Scad will take first point.
Yeah, it's a case of the you know, higher mobility team waiting for their opportunity, and I think a big part as to why the success for this Wrecking Ball has looked, or this Wrecking Ball style has been for Savannah College, is that as the dive comes in from the Pizza Pirates, as the Winston Diva tries to go in, Snap does a ton of damage, right? Between Lilith and Snap, they're able to put a lot of pressure on that front line, giving more time for Skiz and Yaksha to set up on that flank. And again, Yaksha trying to find an opportunity to get this Pulse Bomb online. A huge time bank differential perhaps available to the team in blue.
We're going to see the Pulse Bomb hit Poi, but it's not going to result in a DMEC this time around, but it's going to be Donnie who loses theirs instead. They go down to a very low health. They're getting a lot of pressure put on them right now. They might not be long for this world. Yaksha now trying to duel out Mikey, but they are going to be able to find some health and some reprieve. Donnie goes down, though. Not able to get back in that mech, but Skiz has committed the minefield as well as the rally now. And this could be problematic, especially as Skiz has taken out Mikey. Even though Scad is down 1, they could turn this back around in their favor, especially after a massive Dragon Strike from Lilith. She connects with 3, both supports and a DPS. Now it's just time to see if anybody from UMN can even touch. It's going to be close if they can. We've got a Primaling Winston on point. That's going to buy some time, but how much is the question? It was enough for the next player to get there to try and stall this out, but Lilith again with a headshot onto the Genji. Just tremendous. Now Snap is in with the Transcendence, but it's not going to be enough to keep Kabimus alive. This is an opportunity for UMN to come back Poi gonna lose their self-destruct as well, but Yaksha with a pulse bomb kill on the supports again for Scad. That's gonna surely do it for them this time around. The picks coming in. There's just a few members from each side left on point, but the spawn's definitely in favor of UMN. If Poi can stall this out long enough, they could hold on for dear life, but they're not gonna be able to. Minute 35 separates both these squads.
Yeah, spectacular stuff there at the very end. The clutch comes in from Lilith on the Hanzo to the very end, but the Pizza Pirates made that dicey. They made it close, and that's what you need to keep this series in play. So they do go to the offense this time around again, as they try and regain their lead in Volskaya to give themselves that first map and prevent the shutout from coming through. But they are fully online at this point, and this has been a much more exciting third map than the first two were.
Oh, it absolutely has been. They are looking very, very competitive right now. Scad's still in the lead, minute 35. That's nothing to be sneezed at either, right? That is at least 2 fights, 2.5 really, maybe even 3, right? So a distinct advantage in their hands, but UMN certainly bearing their fangs now and showing that they're not to be trifled with.
Looking forward to seeing how well does Savannah College take this first fight. Because again, they set up really aggressively on their first time around. We saw Yaksha set up literally in that high ground that's just outside the spawn doors, which gave them a little bit of pressure in the backline as that as the Pizza Pirates tried to walk through the choke. Will they return that the favor this time around, or play a little bit more passively? Seems, at least for the moment, that Yaksha has chosen a different angle.
Probably a wide choice. You don't want to be too predictable in this game. Habits can lead to death. We're going to see, once again, this dive composition coming out from UMN. That seems to be the name of the game today for both squads. Going to see a Tracer duel starting out here early. Actually going to be pushed away, though, as Mikey's able to take control of that room along with the help of 1 or 2 of their teammates. Actually going to be forced out. Once again, the recall being expended now. Not going to be online for several more seconds. But in the meantime, UMN is taking a nice position here. They're going to be able to come up to this high ground where they can stage a dive very nicely.
Yeah, Donnie gets the flashbang and the fan the hammer to come through, but stays alive, and we'll give some ult charge over to the supports as a result. Lilith just playing bodyguard here, preventing anyone from walking through that front door.
Yaksha now trying to once again duel Mikey, but not finding a conclusion to that at the moment. Lilith once again, like you said, just tossing in logs from the high ground here, but they're going to be met by Poi, who goes down very, very low. Discord Orb is on them. Now transferred over to Roar as Poi is able to get out with their lives. Starting to get some progress on the point here from UMN, but this has just been one long drawn-out fight so far, and it's going the way of Scad after a huge play from Snap. Able to take out both Poi and Mikey. Looking to see if they can get a little bit more. Lilith able to do the job, though. Khan looking for a Deadeye kill. They were able to find Yaksha in a position they didn't want to be. But is this going to be enough? 1 tick on the board now for UMN, possibly 2. But the fight's still going the way of Scad. But there is now a win condition on the board for UMN.
Last fight is in play here, and Scad does not have all their players back. Yaksha making the reapproach now. UMN have one opportunity to make this work. They have the Pulse Bomb. They need a miracle. Roar should have the Primal Rage by the end, but there's going to be the minefield and the objective, so a lot to kind of navigate here as we get down to the last seconds.
That it is 1 second to go, and there is a person on point. We do have the stick on a Kabamas. That's going to be a trade. No, both sides down. One support. Snap forced to use the Transcendence as well. Things not going well for Scad. They may, in fact, give up this point as Skitza, though, trying to turn things back around in their favor. Snap doing as much as they can as well, but it's going to be Donnie with the self-destruct kill that takes Roar out of the fight. And UMN going to go out not with a Roar, but with a Whimper on this first point of Volskaya.
Draw is not available now, though, and the win condition is 2 ticks on this map. Savannah College will have just over 3 minutes to try and do that. As we see, 66%. That is the establishment for this map. Give yourselves 2 ticks, then you get yourselves the 3-0. And Pizza Pirates have a lot to work against here. It's not impossible, but certainly a very tall order at the tail end of things.
It certainly is. The Pizza Pirates really going to have to come alive with this defense right here. They're really going to have to put the brakes on for Scad and just stop them in their tracks. If they if something even starts to approach a snowball situation, then this is going to go Scad's way very, very quickly. No surprises on any of the lineups, except for maybe Roar opting for the Wrecking Ball instead of the Winston. Maybe needs a little bit more survivability.
The Wrecking Ball also has that opportunity to play a lot more disruption, right? The Winston is very linear in its approach. Wrecking Ball can be a lot more dynamic, right? A lot quicker in that result. We'll see how well that adaptation comes through, but you can synchronize, especially with Mikey, a little bit cleaner on the Wrecking Ball than perhaps the Winston. Now, this Savannah College, playing a little bit of Mystery Heroes on Donnie's Spark, but in all totality, it has been the same look throughout the entirety of it.
Yeah, we're gonna see
if the Roadhog gets an early pickoff, then you've just won the map without even doing much of anything. So a good opening gambit, I say.
You're absolutely right. That is, and the Wrecking Ball Hog composition definitely something that you see. It's not too common, but it's not necessarily rare either. We're gonna see now Scad starting to take this high ground position over towards the coast of First Point. Skid's in the backline right now, looking to see if they can come back in and join the fray. But in the meantime, Lilith has found out Khan. That is an opening, and that might be all that Scad needs if they can snowball this very quickly, which Lilith is absolutely on fire, allowing them to do. Now we've just got Frog on point for UMN to try and keep their team healed up. One pick gonna come in very shortly for Scad. Just one player left on point, trying to hold things off. Khan racing back as fast as they can on the legs, but this could be it. That's going to be Scad coming away with the win here on Volskaya and in the series.
3-0 on the scoreline, continue to be undefeated now in this season. 4-0 is their scoreline on the play. Snap with the highlight of this game, and this has been just a tale of the Zen players in the backline here for Savannah College as a whole, doing a really remarkable job with how well they've been able to keep their team alive.
Yeah, and do damage, right? And get these picks as well. I mean, Zen, the glass cannon, the quintessential glass cannon in Overwatch, really snaps, showing just how strong and powerful they can be. And Scad coming away with a pretty dominant win here. I think they have firmly cemented themselves at the top of in the top echelons of teams, shall we say.
Yeah, I think their performance tonight was remarkably well done. On top of that, showcasing a lot of different styles with Aplon. They didn't have much in terms of, I would describe as gaps in their play. Sure, there were opportunities to expose, mistakes and so forth, but that's any team really. And I think overall, a very, very well-structured game plan that they executed on to perfection to give themselves that victory 3-0 and dominant performance up throughout as well. Across the board, pop-off plays from every player to give themselves that win here tonight.
That they were. Now we're gonna throw to a short break, but right after that we're gonna have an interview with Kabima. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire.
We've got Cab from SCAD here with us tonight in the interview booth. An excellent job today from your squad. Congratulations, first off, on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I wanted to start off by asking, you've got a very active esports program, and in particular, the Overwatch team as well. I understand you recently competed at Natter's Community Bash, but I understand you also have some exciting tournaments coming up elsewhere as well soon.
Yeah, we're playing the Blizzard Collegiate. We've been playing, it's like the second week now of whatever the format's called. Like you play random teams every week. Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. I mean, obviously your team shows a lot of poise under pressure, a really well-practiced squad. I mean, just walk me through sort of the expectations for this team going through the season.
Well, we're like progressing because we got back from break, so like getting on rusty and stuff, and we're just like playing together and scrimming, and we're getting better and better every week. So I'd expect like top 3 minimum from us. That's my expectation.
Excellent. That is a lofty goal, but after the play that we saw today, I certainly think that is achievable. Now, before we close this out, I just wanted to know if you've got any shout-outs you would like to give. Friends, family, teammates, whoever.
Well, shout out our new director. He's been pretty good. His name is Ross. He came in this year. And he's like been helping us out and giving us support to be able to compete and play at our best. So yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for dropping in for the interview as well. Congratulations to you once again, and good luck in the rest of the season. Though, if your play today is anything like it's going to be, I don't know if you'll need it.
Thank you. All right.
You bet. Well, thank you so much, Cabby Muss and LaFon. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Just one game on the broadcast, but boy, was it a good one.
It was. And I mean, expectations always set appropriately through the week have been met yet again. And I mean, I'm always looking forward to what's coming up next week because this is going to be some more excellent Overwatch action when we return on stream.
That it will. That's going to do it for us tonight. Wanted to give a quick thanks to all of our production staff. We've got PogChimp and Soy helping us out tonight. Big thanks to the whole ECAC staff as well. Thank you, LaFon, for joining me, and thank you all out there for watching. That's going to do it from us tonight. Any final words before we close things out, LaFon?
No, that's everything. Thank you so much for tuning in.
2 cents and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a sore. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big. The only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.